On November 16, 2001, one of the world's most brilliant microbiologists vanished without a trace. Dr. Don C. Wiley, a Harvard professor and leading expert on how the human immune system fights deadly viruses like Ebola and HIV, was attending a banquet in Memphis, Tennessee. His rental car was found abandoned on the Hernando de Soto Bridge with the engine still running. But Dr. Wiley was gone. Weeks later, his body was pulled from the Mississippi River over 300 miles downstream. Authorities quickly ruled it an accident, claiming he became disoriented and fell off the bridge. But colleagues found this explanation absurd. Dr. Wiley was in perfect health, showed no signs of intoxication, and the bridge railing stood 4 feet high. His death came just weeks after the 2001 anthrax attacks terrorized America, attacks that targeted the very field he worked in. Dr. Wiley's death was only the beginning. Within months, the bodies of elite microbiologists started piling up around the world at a staggering rate. Dr. Robert Schwartz, a renowned biophysicist in Virginia, specializing in DNA sequencing, was found stabbed to death in his rural farmhouse in December 2001. In November 2001, Dr. Benito Quay, an infectious disease researcher at the University of Miami, was found comatose on a street near his laboratory. He died shortly after. Russian defector Dr. Vladimir Pasechnik, who had once led the Soviet Union's bioweapons program before fleeing to Britain, was found dead in his home near Salisbury, England, just weeks after the anthrax letters were mailed. British authorities attributed his death to a stroke, but the timing was beyond suspicious. By 2005, researchers had compiled a list of over 40 microbiologists who had died under violent or unexplained circumstances. The one thing they all shared was expertise in infectious diseases, biological weapons, or DNA research. Perhaps the most explosive case was that of Dr. David Kelly, Britain's leading bioweapons inspector and a key figure in the Iraq weapons of mass destruction debate. In July 2003, Dr. David Kelly was found dead in the woods near his Oxfordshire home after being exposed as the source who told the BBC that the British government had exaggerated Iraq's weapons capabilities. The official verdict was suicide, a slit wrist, and an overdose of painkillers. But a group of senior British doctors publicly challenged this conclusion, arguing that the wound described could not have caused fatal blood loss. Dr. Kelly had close ties to the Porton Down research facility and had personally inspected bioweapons labs from Iraq to Russia. He knew where the bodies were buried, perhaps literally. Many researchers believe Fort Detrick in Maryland, the epicenter of America's bio-defense program and the suspected origin of the anthrax letters, connects many of these deaths. The scientists who died weren't random victims. They were the people most capable of exposing what governments were secretly developing and deploying in the realm of biological warfare. Over 40 brilliant scientists, dead in just a few short years. The world lost some of its greatest minds in biological defense, and no one in power ever connected the dots. If this investigation made you question what you've been told, hit that like button and help this reach more people who deserve the truth. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an expose, because the next video might uncover the one connection that ties everything together.